All right. Welcome to another edition of the Barely Watching Podcast. I go by the name of Cobra Karate, sipping on this motherfucking coffee, ready to get this motherfucking shit started.
And it's your man D-Mobile across the global.
And by across the global, we mean getting to other cookouts. It's your girl. It's your girl, K Double, the one and only. Hopefully, I'm not speaking.
You aren't, and we are here on this glorious day.
Yes, thank God for Sunday, fun day.
You know, let's get into it. We're gonna get into it straight up. We're gonna get into it right away. So I want to say, first of all, I want to start off, shout out to Tiana Taylor for being the for being named sexiest woman alive by Maxim. Even though we don't even subscribe to Maxim, we don't give a fuck what Maxim says. She was the first Black woman to be named sexiest woman alive.
Hey.
But we don't really need Maxim to let us know that Tiana Taylor's sexy, and at the same time, we don't really need their approval for her being the first to be named the first Black woman sexiest alive. And Maxim been out for a minute. So, yeah, Maxim, the magazine. Because because it was like news. Like, she was the first, ever to be named that. Like she was, like, there was no sexy Black woman who said before that.
Prior
like
to
Holly,
her,
yeah, like Holly Berry didn't exist, Janet Jackson didn't exist, Sanaa Lathan didn't exist, Nia Long didn't exist, and now with Maxim, say no one cares about Maxim now. You know what I'm saying? But kudos to that.
It sounds like they're trying to get us back to care. It sounds like they gave us one. And it's like, hey, come back to us. Come subscribe to our magazine. And we gave you a Black woman that's sexy, right? No.
Yeah. But it's like we never like when Maxim was out, they was doing all that, when they was doing all that. We subscribed to the King magazine. King magazine was our, that was our go-to. Fuck Maxim. And yeah, because King magazine, they got it right. They got it right. King magazine was what IG is now.
Who's we and what is King magazine?
You don't remember what King magazine was?
Of course she doesn't. King magazine was for dudes.
Well, King magazine is what it's the equivalent to.
She said
it's the Black.
Yeah, it's a Black. Yeah, I'm saying it's the Black Maxim, but you know how they got the IG. I'm saying, like, how IG models are. Everything now, like who's the who of the IG. We're saying the IG models.
Yeah,
and everything like that. Well, King magazine, they used to put whoever you saying the who's who on the cover, whatever, and showcase their features.
And
I once wanted to be featured on King magazine.
Those physical attributes, the curves, and everything like that.
Were very, very nice.
They were before its time. Loved them.
Explain nice.
Shit.
There was one with Takara on the cover.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Melissa Ford. They had Melissa Ford on there.
That's when butts were real.
Yes. When everything was real. Except for titties. Titties was
that
real.
We
though.
knew of.
So Tahiri's ass is on. You said Tahiri or Takara?
Nah, she wasn't. No, Takara.
Takara's ass is real. Tahiri's ass is real too.
Well, I'm just saying, back in the day, there could have been some fake asses, and we just didn't know.
Yeah.
So this is like 99, early 2000s. So
they probably was doing something.
It's about that. No, about early 2000s. I'll say early 2000s. That's when King magazine was. But yeah, shout out to Tiana Taylor and everything like that. We don't need Max's approval to let her know that she's sexy. You know what I'm saying? We already know that. But anyways, moving on. Speaking of sexy. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, you mentioned something when asses were real. So we thought they were real, right, DeMario?
Mm-hmm.
So can we talk about these BBLs?
Yes.
That everybody got?
Yes, then we can segue into something else about that. But go ahead.
Okay. So, I'm here for BBLs, Brazilian butt lift, butt, waist, titty lift, whatever. To take the lipo. They usually suck out the fat from your stomach and put it in your butt or your hips area. So you're kind of just getting your waist snatched and your butt is getting fatter. I'm here for it. It's a lot of mommy makeovers. People want to do it. If they feel like, the gym wasn't there, I'm a gym fitness chick. So I'll get to the gym and figure it out first before I get on the bed. But if you want to lay down on the bed and get your body done, that's great. My only thing against it, or my only question mark with it, I only know one other person who got it done and also did their arms. Ladies, you're missing the arms. So I seen somebody at the hair salon, snatched waist, fat ass, shoulders look like a football player. I don't know, a linebacker. Something it was just real high up top. Arms real big and flabby. You know, we all got flabby arms. It happens, ladies, you know.
Oh,
but you can't forget. Yeah, but you can't forget this part. Like, I know they take the lipo from, you know, I think they start from like your bra strap and come down, take the fat out your back, take the fat out your stomach. But don't forget your shoulders. Don't forget your arms. It looks real disproportioned. And it is how you tell with some people who were real thicker, we'll say. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have noticed it because y'all are men. So you guys look at asses quicker. But is it not the shoulder? Okay. It's like shoulders.
Yeah, I noticed it.
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes for real, bitches. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Yeah, I noticed it. It's like almost looks like when you have a shirt and it's wrinkled and you just iron this part right here and I'm saying and down and you leave the sleeves all wrinkled. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You got to get the whole shit, the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? You just can't leave this part wrinkled.
I think that will get better. I think that's the surgeon's fault. You know what I mean?
No, it's not.
Nah,
it's
you got
the look. It's the look.
Oh,
they
offer it. And then they'd be
well,
like,
no, they let you know, like, you know, doing this. And then if you're bigger, like someone like me, if I was to probably get a BBL, I probably wouldn't need arms and shoulders. I could probably hit the gym or lose some weight or something. Not saying that they have to get the surgery, but getting the surgery, you still want to kind of do some work, hit the gym, do your arms, or get your arms. I know a girl who actually got her arms because she was bigger when she got her stomach sucked in. So she didn't want to look disproportionate. So her top half looks amazing. Her bottom half is bam, but her top half is amazing. Like you can't tell the shoulders and arm ratio.
Yeah,
so
and what it is too.
If you're 300 pounds and you go get a BBL, and you go down to 270 260, whatever I don't know how many pounds you lose, but you go down like at least 50 pounds or 40 pounds, your top piece is still heavy. Like it didn't change. We just sucked fat out the middle. So now you fat up top and fat on the bottom. You know, you got a small waist.
And plus what it gives, it gives the thick fit look, the slim thick look. That's what I'm saying. That's what it is. So it's like you thick all over, but you're snatched in the waist. Like you got like upside, like up here, you're like a size 40, and then on the waist, you're a size 28. You know what I'm saying? And then your hips go out like this. So you look like so this part is like this. This part is like this. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like literally. But some motherfuckers just take that hourglass shape they take that shit too far. And this looks like someone just grabbed your waist like this. And then all the, everything goes.
It's like if you hold the balloon and you pinch the balloon in the middle.
Yes. Or stress ball. Like the stress thing. Like when you squeeze it real tight and you let it go, just like it's top. It's like big up here, big up there. It's like skinny right there. That's that look, the thick look.
Fix your face, Mario. You were trying to explain it to you.
That's what it is.
An example, because I've never really noticed nobody's arms.
Okay.
So,
I'm gonna send y'all some pictures. You're not really gonna notice. It'll be regular people. So I'm gonna have to see some people on the street and be like, "See, this is what I'm talking about, Mario." And you might see the difference. Okay, I see your arms.
I'll show you.
Because celebrities. Most celebrities or most, A-listers, B-listers, whatever, anybody in that world, they've gotten it so their arms and body don't look like that. I'm talking about the regular day ones, you and I, people walking on the street that are going to get them. They're not, maybe they only got that first package, that PPP package or that semi package that only included the lipo in the butt and it didn't include your arms. And that was maybe more. Right. They couldn't get that part. So I don't know what it is, but I've seen multiple women that you can clearly tell, okay, they didn't get their waist snatch, which is great, but your top half is just looking like, and even if they're not big busted, if they're, if you're big breasted, it's going to be even worse. And people at my job have gotten it done. Some friends I know have gotten it done. People that I know personally have gotten it done. And some of them look good. They figured it out or they weren't too heavy. Again, if I was to get it done, you probably couldn't tell my shoulder ratio problem. But if someone was a size 12 and went to a size 6, your shoulders are still probably at size 12, sweetheart. Like they're still up there.
Yeah, it looks like your income taxes came in. Like you got your state. I'm saying you got your state, but you still waiting for the federal. You know what I'm saying? That's what it looks like. You know what I'm saying? You got the state, but you waiting for the federal. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, I'm saying like you just couldn't wait for the federal. You say you want to get this shit done right away. You know the state's always smaller, so you're like, I'm just gonna pay for the state, and I'm just gonna use the state real quick. I'm just gonna do it and wait for my federal. But then you start getting compliments. You be like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna keep it like this. It's like you ever see. It's like if you ever see like any of the women that are like 200 plus, but they got the flat ass stomach. The flat ass stomach.
Yeah.
That's that. Like they's getting just the midsection done, getting the butt lifted, and niggas lead up top. Like, yo, how she that big? And she got a flat ass stomach like that. She got abs, and she 200 plus. Look how she do that.
I once knew a girl who looked like that naturally.
Yeah.
Well, there's something that's natural. I'm saying there's something that's natural. I'm saying that can naturally do that, but it's just like, honey child.
Yeah, my cousin has a naturally snatched waist. I would say she has a fat ass and a naturally snatched waist, but she's also, a little more thicker, so she does have curves, and it's not. She don't have abs. It's just way smaller than what her butt is, and you can kind of clearly see that. But her shoulders and arms, if she was to get surgery and actually get a 6-pack, she would need to get her shoulders and arms figured out. I don't even think it's your shoulders. I think it's your arms. They cut it from like your armpit and take it in so they have a scar like inside. But you got to, like, we all got flabby arms, even the small ones. Got to fix it up.
Yeah.
If you gonna go get the body work, get the body work. It's like getting an oil change, but you ain't gonna put the cap back on. What you doing? That shit
it's like getting the oil change. Or it's like getting the oil change. I'm saying it's like that mean you get the oil change. You be like, nigga, all I want is my oil change. Don't tell me about no filter. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me about my transition.
Exactly
my transmission.
Yeah.
And all that.
Yep. Exactly.
Keep this motherfucking oil, just the oil. Just the oil.
And they're telling you, well, you need this because this ain't gonna look right without it. Well, it's okay. I only came here for an oil change.
Yeah, I don't want no fuel. I don't want no fuel injection cleaner. Nothing extra. Yeah, just that oil change, nigga. That's what it is. Speaking of body work and everything like that, K Michelle. Have you seen K Michelle lately?
Yes.
I don't know what she looks like regularly.
Nigga, she looking like a whole new person.
A whole new person.
It's not even K Michelle. It's El Michelle. Something like that. You're like a different person.
She looks like Michelle.
She just got Michelle. She dropped the K.
You look like Michelle now.
Yeah, she in witness protection. Because I'm like, yo, I mean, it looks good, but she looks like a totally different person.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo.
See, that's the thing with people going too far with the surgery. Like, I feel like if you want to enhance what you already have, sure. But if you go in there and become motherfucking Inspector Gadget, like.
Would any of you ever get plastic surgery?
I would.
Would you, Kylie?
Depends how much money I got. And it depends how much time I got.
No. The question is, would you ever do it? The answer is yes.
Yeah.
You just need the money to do it. That's it. that's
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if I got, if I'm working mills and I don't got time to be in the gym like that, I'm gonna get the starter kit. I'm gonna get the starter kit with the lipo, and I'm gonna start there.
And keep it moving.
I will make myself taller if I could.
Taller?
I
wish I was a little bit taller.
I wish I was a baller. I had a girl.
Yeah.
I mean,
because like nowadays, the big man is in, but not if you short.
Nah, not if you short. Nah, short.
All big men. You gotta look. I
don't think short will ever be in. Can we talk about that? The short man complex after, but I don't think short will ever be in. Unfortunately. But the big and the light and the dark, they can kind of go back and forth. They might be big one year. We might like the big men. We might like the small men one year. We might like the light men one year. We might like the dark men. They will keep going in and out. But short, I don't think that ever comes in and out. That's just you're just stuck. Like,
that's why you gotta mess with girls that are like 4 something.
Yeah, but even girls that are 4,
even 4 something, be like in the 6'2".
4 something, and she wants a tall guy. I'm like, bitch, you ain't even 5 foot.
But I'm just saying that's my best bet. I'm 5'8", I believe.
Yeah, barely. You're the average height for a man.
I'm barely 5'8", and man, listen, it's rough out there. And then my problem is I tend to go for taller women.
Why?
So.
But you know what it is, though. You know what it is.
I don't know. I just have a thing about them.
You like
above
legs?
Average. Yeah, but the above average tall women, they get what they can get because a lot of times you got to do 6 feet, 6+, and that woman's taller than them. They get what they could get. So you got some tall women that's 6+ that will go with these. Some saying go with a short dude.
Well, first of all, I can get whatever I want. So
yeah. I'm just saying.
Facts. Let's put it out there.
I'm talking like I was at work the other day and there was this volleyball coach there. And
volleyball. Come here for that.
Yo, she looked like a small giant. She was like 6'3". Everything was bigger. Like everything was bigger. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They're not like fat.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Like everything on them is bigger than average women. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Look like an Amazon. I was like, Lord.
Ain't nothing wrong with that though.
You wanted to climb that tree. So what is the fantasy with men wanting to view a taller woman? You know, Kevin Hart's wife is taller than her. I'm taller than him.
You're taller than who?
I'm not taller than no man.
You said I'm taller than him. You just said I'm taller.
No, I said Kevin Hart's wife is taller than him. Kevin Hart.
Oh.
Yeah, his wife. His wife is Nico. I think she's taller than him.
I don't know.
Kevin Hart is not over 5'2" and not over 5'2". I met him before and I was taller than him.
5'2". Yo, you're taller than Kevin Hart?
I met Kevin Hart before and I had on heels and I was like excessively tall. Not even like, okay, I've had on heels and been at a man's high eyesight. Okay, I can see you're probably like Demario. When I put on heels and I'm around you, I'm at your eyesight. I'm probably still shorter than you because I'm only like 5'2.5". Kevin Hart was shorter than me with heels and they weren't stilettos. They weren't no 4-inch, whatever. I don't even remember, but he's definitely shorter than me. And my best friend who's not 5 foot, she was taller than him that day. So I don't think he's over 5'2". Not giving him over 5'2". Yeah. Kevin Hart is extremely short.
I don't know, man. All I know is if I ever walk into some place and I see a female volleyball team, I'm gonna lose my.
I always wanted to play volleyball.
Yeah, I remember we used to go out to Barry's, the Providence College basketball team, the female college basketball team. They used to be out there, and there was always a 6'5", 6'7". And I used to be like, "Yo, Swan, there you go, Swan."
And they're just healthy. They're just healthy.
Yeah,
they're like, like big man. Let me stop.
Nothing wrong with
that.
You have on pants, right? I know this is a podcast. You have on pants, right? You just
may or may not have pants.
It's like being on a Zoom meeting. You have on pants, right? We're at work. That's part of the contract.
And speaking of that, I mean, not to switch gears and nothing like that, but granted, I'm saying dude was masturbating on Zoom. I mean, there's nothing wrong with masturbating on Zoom.
Wait.
Like, there's nothing. What?
What are you talking about?
You didn't explain it. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay.
So
I forgot.
You just went there.
Damn, I forgot the dude's name.
It's the guy.
To masturbate on Zoom. Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
Okay, so let me segue. There's an anchor on CNN. That was caught live. Like they were in a Zoom meeting. It was live on air, and he was masturbating. And he was caught doing it. Like his camera was on. You can see it, and he was just jerking off while he's on a Zoom call live, and it was projected on CNN. Yeah. So at first he was like suspended. Maybe I thought he was fired. I'm not sure, but they brought him back. I seen an article last week saying that they had brought him back, and he explained, it's embarrassing. He's taking classes, and he didn't know, even though it's not unacceptable. He said he didn't know it was on, but it's still unacceptable. But he was still saying like, "Hey, I didn't know."
Yeah, and basically,
I don't know the all back end.
I mean, there's no back end. He's basically like, got caught jerking off, fucked up, got the cameras on. Fucked up.
Yeah, that's basically what he's saying, and he's taking some courses. So now they have him back on air, and I think the big thing was he got caught jerking off. He's back on air, and people have done less and lost their job and like never get back. It was like blacklisted.
Yeah,
whatever.
That's why I think it's so. I think it's good that he's back on because, like I told you guys a couple weeks ago, slowly but surely, the cancel shit is getting canceled. Like people are starting to
say
go,
that.
Yeah, well, people fuck up. Like people are starting to say that.
Or you have white people that are allowed to fuck up and get a second chance.
I'm with that answer a little bit more.
That too.
If a black nigga had his dick out, oh no.
He'd be done.
Oh no.
He'd be done.
Oh, no.
Yo, we don't have room for error at anything. We don't have room for error in anything. I'm saying when it comes to doing anything, there's no room for it. Period. There's no room for error. Period. But I'm just saying. But I'm like, yo, I ain't mad at dude because he's like, yo, I was jerking off. I thought the camera was off. Yeah, I fucked up. That's all I did. And I was like, yo, word, I'm with you. And I'm like, yo, and I'm glad they gave
But
me
that's
grace
not
and
all you
everything like
did.
that.
Come on.
No,
That's
but I'm saying,
that's not all you did. It's okay to masturbate. I'm here for masturbation. Yes, Lord. But do you think it's okay for me to sit here and masturbate while we're sitting here on this podcast right now? Or if
No,
I'm in
but
a
the
work
thing
meeting?
is-
It's absolutely unacceptable. So know that it's not just like it's a human thing. I fucked up. Like, you're at work, sir. If you can't have, that's like being able, I can't smoke weed in the middle of my Zoom meeting. Oh man, I forgot the camera's on. I just lit up a blunt.
Time out.
Like, just because I have a habit doesn't mean it's
He
okay.
knew
or
he
it's
was in the
normal.
meeting, but he
No,
thought
he-
the camera was off.
Yeah, he thought
He thought the
meeting
camera was
over.
off.
Yeah, I don't know if there was like a
Nah,
break
man,
or whatever.
Fired. That's fired. You're
Period.
jerking off.
Exactly.
That's fired.
You couldn't hold that. It's like you can't have your drink in your meeting. You can't walk in from a cookout with your red cup. Like,
It's
oh
like,
damn, I
yo,
forgot I was
it's
coming
like,
to work.
yo,
No.
I was fucking selling coke, but I didn't know the camera was on. Like, fuck out of here. Like,
And that's what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
that's
That's what I'm
It's
bullshit.
talking
white
about.
privilege. White
And that's
privilege.
that's what I'm talking about. Motherfuckers have room to fuck up. We're as for us, we don't have that room. We don't have that. We're not giving that same grace. That's what I'm
Man,
saying.
if Don,
saying.
what's his
So,
name? Don Lemon. If he had his
Don
dick out,
Lemon.
he would be gone.
Don Lemon be
Don.
gone. Don Lemon be
No
gone.
excuses.
And
First
then,
of all,
yeah.
they're intimidated by it, especially if it's a black man. They're gonna be like, oh no, his little white shit. They probably didn't really care too much. They brought his ass back, like, it's like seeing a baby penis. It's not too bad. But if it was a nigga, it'd be horrible.
Yo, and the thing is, they made a big stink. I mean, and plus at the same time, like for instance, they was even making a big stink about Don Lemon being on TV during New Year's and being damn near being drunk. It's New Year's, a celebration, and everything like that. He's he was at his house, he was in the silk pajamas. Let's say he was drinking, he was having a good time, and they made a fuss about that. But the other dude, Anderson Cooper, they was drunk off their ass. And they didn't say nothing. They was like, oh, they was drunk, they was having a good time. So I was like, so that's the shit that I'm talking about. It's like, yeah, we're not giving that same grace. So yeah, but I mean, dude fessed up to it. I get it. You could have waited, but it is what it is.
Can I just go back to how we got into this conversation? Because you just threw like, it's okay to masturbate. Mario was like, whoa, where we going?
No, but he said something. No, but he said something pertaining to that, and so that's when I felt was the perfect segue to talk about that, to just segue into there. But yeah, do I have a question for you? Who's the better actor, Ray Bautista or The Rock?
His name is not Ray.
What's his name?
His name is what is his name?
Trying to correct me. Don't even know the nigga's name.
What is his name? Why can't I remember his name? What the fuck is Batista's name?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
I don't know. But
The Rock is a way better actor.
You think way better?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cause I looked at it, right? I looked at it and I was just like, I looked at a lot of their roles. They all could have played. They basically all play the same role all the time.
Not The Rock.
But no, I'm saying, basically what I'm saying is that every role that Batista did, The Rock could have did.
Yeah.
And I think vice versa.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I was like,
they do have a similar look and a similar screen presence. Like they both could play the goofy big guy. They both could play the serious big guy. You know what I mean? They both definitely have a similar. Dave Bautista, that's his name.
Dave Bautista. Okay.
Dave Bautista.
Why did I say Ray Bautista?
I don't know. We went to school with Ray Bautista.
Yeah, that's right. Shout out to Ray Bautista.
But yeah, I definitely think The Rock is a better actor. Like Rock, I've seen Rock do serious movies. I've seen him. You ever see Get Shorty?
Yeah, I seen it.
No, Be Cool.
Yeah, he played the gay hitman.
Yeah,
that came out.
He murdered that. He was the best part about that movie. That movie was terrible. He was the best part about that movie.
But the reason why I say that,
Batista couldn't have did that.
But Batista did Drax, and I don't think Rock could have did Drax like the way Batista did.
That's a good point.
That's why I say that. That's why I say that.
Rock could have did Drax. Like
and
that.
I think every new role that I see after Drax, Batista's getting better.
He is getting better.
I watched the Army of the Dead. He did his thing.
It's funny you mentioned that. I just watched the first maybe 10, 15 minutes of Army of the Dead. Tell me not. The intro was fantastic.
It was like, whatchamacallit, the superhero movie.
Oh, Watchmen. The intro was fantastic. And tell me the intro didn't break your heart.
Yo, loved it.
Broke your heart.
Loved it.
That's good directing, bro. There was no words. He had 3 minutes. Maybe that intro's maybe 4 or 5 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
And you fell in love with those characters, and it broke your heart to see what happened.
Yeah, and you wish some of them survived.
And never heard of them survive. Whoa, you're giving too much. You're giving too much.
Your Army of Darkness has been out for a minute.
It doesn't fucking matter how long it's been out.
Yes, it does. Go ahead. Yes, it does. Go ahead.
You don't spoil movies. You don't do that.
Spoiler alert.
You don't do that shit. It doesn't matter.
Spoiler alert. Go ahead.
30 years.
Right,
if somebody watch it,
I didn't watch it.
Get the fuck up.
But was you gonna watch it? I
was listening. I always try to go back.
All right. Anyways, I fucked up. Spoiler alert. Go ahead.
Snitch your ass, nigga.
Go ahead, your bitch ass.
You telling. Quit telling.
Go ahead. Anyways.
Said too much.
Jack Snyder. Shout out to him.
Zach.
Yeah, I'm fucking up with names today, nigga.
Because they white.
No, but I think I do know a Jack. I think I do know
white
Jack.
People.
You know.
Don't play me like that. Don't play me like that, sir. Don't play me like that, sir. Do not play me like that, sir.
You know, got it. You know, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Do not play me like that, sir. I am not one of those, sir. Do not play me like that, sir. You can't play me, sir.
You don't know Brad, but you don't know
characters
Brad.
Are friends.
What?
Name
I don't fuck with friends. Fuck friends.
Me neither, but I know the names. Name 2 characters. I've never watched 1 episode of Friends, but I can name some of the characters because I live in this world. Name 2 characters on Friends.
No, I don't. Nigga, I don't fuck with friends.
I just said I don't either.
Nigga, so what does that have to do with anything?
My point is pop culture that's white, you don't know nothing about.
Of course I do.
So name 2 characters on Friends.
Nigga, because I don't fuck with friends. So guess what?
You see the circle we're going in?
Guess what? No.
We're going in?
No, because when friends came on,
nothing to do with it.
Guess what I did?
Nothing to do with it.
Click.
I just said I've never watched an episode of Friends. Not one. But because they are so popular, I know the names of those people. The same way with Sex and the City. I've never seen an episode of that, but I know some of the names of the people on that show.
I know.
And you don't know pop culture that ain't
nigga, come on now. Who doesn't know about Sarah Jessica Parker? Who doesn't know about that? I don't subscribe to it, so
that's my point. It's not about
No, it doesn't. It has nothing to do with that. Listen to fact. No. It doesn't have anything to do with that. Fuck you. So anyways, what? That has nothing to do with that. Because if it's something, because if it's something that I don't care about and I don't even subscribe to, I'm not even gonna memorize I'm not gonna memorize anything about that.
We're in agreement.
So it's just like so me knowing something, so me knowing a name about something I don't care about proves nothing.
It proves nothing. Disagree. That's where we disagree. Okay. You know why we disagree? Mm-hmm. Because some things are so popular that you just know.
Not necessarily.
That's my point.
Not necessarily, because there could be a hit song that comes on every fucking day.
Every fucking day. Jay-Z and Girls. Jay-Z said she catches Carrie fever. Do you know who Carrie is?
Yes.
Who?
Yes, that's from Sex and the City.
Yes, that's Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yes.
Jay-Z's watching motherfucking Sex in the City?
Yes, Beyonce is. Because there's a lot of women that subscribe. There's a lot of women of color that subscribe to Sex in the City. I know a lot of women that subscribe to that.
My point being is it's so popular that it's permeated into everybody's culture.
And what I'm saying is that Sex in the City is not. The thing is, Sex in the City is not just a white thing. It's a woman thing. So you can shut the fuck up right there. Because I know a lot of women of color that subscribe to Sex in the City. And it's a woman thing. So shut up.
Sure.
You prove nothing. You prove
sure,
nothing.
It's more of a woman thing than a white thing. I'll give you that. But it's still a white thing.
I mean, yeah.
I'll give you that.
Whatever. Yeah, whatever. I mean, yeah. I mean, you know, and then the black spin. I'm saying the black version of that, or I'm saying the version to what we subscribe to would be girlfriends. But at the same time, girlfriends, if you switch all the characters and put white people in there or put them people of color, it would be either Sex in the City. Yeah, yeah.
Yo,
I mean,
what's this girl doing? Is everything all right?
I don't know what she's doing.
Emergency? Is there a stranger in the house?
I don't know.
What is going on?
Yeah, but like I was saying, I'm definitely the tune.
Jack Snyder, Dave Bautista.
Yeah. Ever since then, I think that he's getting Mr. Batista's doing better. You know, he's getting better. And
Mr. Batista. Not the Mister.
I think he's a better actor. I think he's better. I don't
think he's better. I think
this much.
I think he's getting nice. I would have to see The Rock do something serious again for me to say it's a definitive blowout. But I don't know. Right now, I think The Rock's better because The Rock has done more different things than Batista has.
But I don't think anything that The Rock has done is better than Drax.
I don't know. I would have to think about that. That's a good point. I have to think about that.
And everything that The Rock does is basically a version of himself. No, we're not frozen.
No.
What's happening?
I'm moving.
Yeah, I'm moving. You're frozen.
He froze or something.
I thought he froze. Yeah,
but
yeah,
frozen?
like I was saying,
what's happening?
Yeah,
he's stuck. Maybe
someone's
calling or died.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, like I was saying, there's nothing like Rock. Every version, every role that The Rock takes, it's just an extended version of himself, basically. And but yeah, shout out to Rock and Dave Bautista.
Oh, he's gone.
He's gone, but that's all right. We can still keep it, motherfucker.
Keep it moving.
Going.
We keep it moving.
He'll probably come back. So, what else? What else we can talk about? Oh, Verzuz alert. Trina and Eve.
I'm very interested in that.
I was a little bit shocked by that though, because
why are you shocked?
I don't really know that many Trina hits. But then when I started thinking about it, some of her features, but I just don't see her. I just don't see that having comes like I don't see the competition with Eve though. Because Eve smashes, destroy Trina's best song.
What's Trina's best song though?
Well,
your opinion.
Well, you figure. I mean, she got the Shut Up. Whatchamacallit? The saying the Shut Up. She got the song. She's featured in Take It to the House. With Slip Inside. She's also whatchamacallit? You're No Nan. Her Look Back at It. She got the song Look Back at It. 60 Second Take Me Up. What you got?
Yeah.
1 Minute Man.
Yeah.
But I just don't see.
So why do you feel like what's Eve's best song that's gonna kill?
Shit. She got the No Doubt. It's a good while to take me get. I'm gonna take my time. Yo, that. She got the Who's That Girl? Who's That Girl?
Who's that girl?
You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be the Harlem Shake. I mean, yo, I remember that shit came out. I remember people seeing the video. We was at the college party. Everybody was trying to do that dance. I was like, yo, it was a staple. It was a staple. Shit. Don't want the freaking the rider. Rough Rider compilation shit. Like she had big time hits to the point where it's just like I just didn't see the.
Mario, you're muted.
Yeah, you muted, D.
What are we talking about?
So all right, so they got new Verzuz alert. New Verzuz alert. Trina versus Trina versus Eve.
That's an unfair thing.
It is a little bit. It is a little bit, but then now when
Trina's more of a regional artist. Like if you go to where she's at, it's going to be hard to beat her. But nationwide, worldwide, I don't think Trina can fuck with Eve.
Nah,
like,
I think you guys are sleeping on Trina's music.
No, like now that I said, some of them songs, all right, she has a chance, but Eve got those smashes that she'd be like, all right, I'm gonna let you get through those. Now,
I think I'm more excited about just like the generation of the music that they're going to be able to display. Not necessarily. Yeah. I think competitive wise, they are a little two different ways as far as like regionally. But I think they both in their regions dominated. So that's why it's going to be a good Verzuz.
But Trina had more than a region. Yeah, she had more than regional.
Trina, well, they both had global success. It wasn't just regional, but it was regional built up to get them there. You know, like that's how they got to the global success that they got to. Obviously, Eve was on Rough Rider, so she has hella bangers. And then Trina also has hella bangers too.
That's what I'm saying. But I just think
Trick Daddy and all of them. So yeah, no, she got some songs in the chamber, y'all. If y'all and Trina's album is just banger after, but you guys don't necessarily listen to female rap hip hop as much, so you wouldn't necessarily
not as much.
That's why I think she's more of a. That's why I think she's more of a regional star. Like I said, if you go anywhere south of the Carolinas to play Trina, people don't really want to hear Eve over Trina. But the rest of the world,
of course not.
Probably don't even know Trina compared.
But it depends the Eve song that you play. Again,
like I think Eve's mega smashes that she has will trump some of Trina's hits. Like I was saying, the Take It to the House, the You Don't Know Nan, the Shut Ups, the excuse me.
You Don't Know Nan is her hottest verse ever.
Yeah, it's hot, but I'm saying like that would probably be a point. That'd probably be a. I'm saying that'd probably
they're just
be
not
automatic.
rapping about. They're not rapping about the same shit. Trina's rapping about her pussy.
No, but I'm saying niggas. as far as impact, I'm saying as far as impact, that I think that's an automatic point for Trina. The You Don't Know Nan. I think that's an automatic point because of the cultural impact. Like when you play that, like still to this day, you play that in a club, motherfuckers who's 20 years old will still be like, yo, I don't know what this is, but this shit sounds hot. And at the same time, their mothers will be like, oh, you don't know Nan. Oh, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like
them been the places I've been.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
5 or 6 best friends.
Yeah, exactly. I remember when I heard that shit, and I was like, "Oh my god, this girl's nasty." But I like it, you know. Yes. But yeah, man. Well, that's you. You can make that face all you want, but nigga, you was over here. I'm saying, I seen you behind something. I'm saying, couple times. I'm saying when that shit dropped, so you can make that face all you want to, sir.
He knows that's his jam. He plays that shit every Saturday morning.
You know what it is.
You don't know Nan, nigga. Are those beautiful boys jeans you're wearing? Hell nah, ho. You know those polo?
Hell nah, you know they polo.
I've never liked the whole nasty mouth female rapper thing. I never liked that.
You don't like a female rapper because their bars are better than yours. Keep it real.
Because it came to the point. No, because it came to the point where it came. I'm saying it came to a point of a who's nastier contest. That's what it came to.
And then it also became, if you are a female, you can only rap about your pussy. Like that's it became sort of like that for a while. But
it's either you had to be nasty.
And besides, the top five female rappers of all time: Lauryn Hill.
Damn, that's deep. I'm arguing with you though.
I can't.
So there's some other female rappers that are more on the underground scene that could be on that list for real. But I mean,
What about Tara Wack?
who?
Tara
I
Wack.
don't know that.
Never
I'm too
heard
old.
of that. Never heard
Are
of
you
that.
serious? Oh my God.
Best-
Okay.
Best female rapper right now for me, Rhapsody. For me,
I never really listened to her.
Rhapsody can get in line with dudes and smoke dudes.
Oh
The
man.
The only thing is,
What's your favorite male artist? Rapper. Just in the top. Your number one.
no, hold on. Let's stay on that because
Doom.
niggas forget about Miss Jade.
Okay.
Say what you want about Miss Jade. Miss Jade, she had bars.
Who the fuck is Miss Jade?
Who's Miss Jade?
She had
Okay,
that
well,
song.
if I don't know her. Okay, it might be the wrong
Oh,
name.
man.
I'm glad you didn't know
Oh
somebody
man.
else.
Oh man.
I'm like, who
Y'all-
the fuck is Miss Jade?
y'all are
Is this someone I really don't know?
Y'all really playing. Y'all really acting like y'all have amnesia. Hold on. You guys don't remember Miss Jade? Freaking the
Lauryn
the-
Hill.
She had a
Lauryn
song
Hill.
with she had a
Lauryn
song
Hill.
with the Chicha
Lauryn
Ching,
Hill.
the Chicha Ching
And
with
Lauryn
Deli Furtado. Hold on for a minute. Hold on.
Nelly Furtado.
And
I felt like
you
I
guys don't
said
remember
that
Miss Jade?
no, I worry about Trina in her shit though, because
Get it?
I remember listening to Trina's lyrics and I thought that they were like good. You know what I'm saying? And I remember I used to think this is too good for her.
Why?
Because of the type of rap she did, it just made me question whether she was just a pretty face or a rapper. Like, I know that's, fucked up, but that's naturally where my mind went when I first heard her.
Is she a pretty face or is she a rapper?
So, and that's another thing. While we're on the subject of rap, people don't want to give Nicki Minaj her props.
Exactly.
I think Nicki Minaj should be on the top 5 women of all time.
Exactly.
I don't have no problem with that.
I think it's ridiculous that people don't give her props. Absolutely ridiculous.
If she was in this era, it wouldn't even be a question. And not even if she was, because she still is. Let me stop that, because she's gonna drop some new shit. But as far as like the TikTokers and the streams and how your numbers are so elevated, because of that, she would have taken over. They would have wanted every song she's made.
If she
They're
would
going back and getting all her songs.
If she would have came out in the 90s, she would have been heralded as like number 2 of all time.
No,
Like,
she wouldn't have.
Yeah.
She would have.
No, she wouldn't have because
She didn't
you
have
say
any
no, she wouldn't have.
competition when she came out, and I think that's the problem.
Exactly.
I think that's why they question her credibility, because when Nicki came out, it was Nicki, and that was it. Really, Remy Ma was out. So if you fucked with Remy, like there were certain people that also came out during Nicki's time, but again, it was more, I would say, regional, because a lot of people didn't really fuck with Remy Ma. Like people in the South don't really know about Remy Ma.
I don't think overrated.
I don't think so.
No, she's not.
Because here's why. There's a dozen hardcore underground rap chicks who sound like Remy Ma. There's a dozen of them. She's good, but hold on. She's good, but I think she's getting the whole Eminem effect. Because she's a woman, she's pushed up the ladder a little bit.
No. The reason why Remy Ma had her credit is because when she came out, first of all, she came out as punch rapper, one of a woman who could spit and get in line with the men, and at the same time, on top of that, she had bars. She could make a song.
But you just said it, a woman who could spit.
Right, hold on.
In my opinion, Nicki Minaj, Lauryn Hill, they don't rap good for women. They rap well.
No. But what I'm saying is that the era that Remy Ma came in, first of all, her introduction to the rap game was on Annie Up. Annie Up still to this day goes fucking hard. And if you don't play the remix with Remy Ma, it's like, yo, you played the wrong fucking version. And at the same time, she came in to the game when the game wasn't diluted as far as when it came to lyricism. So she could stand in line with the best of them. And so on top of that, and at the same time, you came in as Pun's, I'm saying as Pun's lyricist. Pun's a big time lyricist, and that's a big time cosign. When Nicki Minaj came in, she came in under Drake and under Lil
Wayne.
Wayne, but she came in when the game was diluted when it came to lyricism. So therefore, it was easy for her to say.
Nah, no, she didn't. There
Yes,
just
she
wasn't as
did.
many women. There was no women.
No. I'm talking
There
about.
was no
I'm talking
women
about
with-
overall. No. I'm talking
I
about
think-
overall. I'm talking about overall, like the rap game.
I think you're
period.
misunderstanding me.
I'm not misunderstanding you. I understand exactly what you're saying.
Well, how can you when you won't let me finish what I'm saying?
Nigga, I heard what you said.
It's funny, like how you know what I'm about to say right now.
No, I'm not talking about what you said. I'm talking about. I'm rebutting your
Okay, just
point.
go ahead. Go ahead, say what you need to say, D. You're breaking up.
Nice, but one of the greatest all time. I'm not gonna give her that. Nope.
Who's
Cool.
nice and what? Because your phone, you broke up. Sorry.
If we were doing a list of greatest females of all time, I wouldn't put her on that list. Maybe like if we did like maybe top 20, she'd be on the list.
You wouldn't
Nah,
put who?
I'd not put her up there. She definitely top 10.
I'm missing
I
who
don't
we're
know,
talking
top
about.
20.
Maybe top 10. I don't know.
Put it like this, I could probably say top 7 as far as recognition. I put her in that recognition.
Come on, man. We talk about people who could just spit. You know what I mean?
But she could though.
Right, but we're not talking about the impact or none of that. We're talking about just spitting. And she's. It sounds like I'm shitting on her. I swear to God, I'm not.
I know you're not.
She's nice, but greatest of all time? No way. Like she's no way.
I
But
can put her top 7. You're talking about Remy Ma.
Remy Ma. Nah, Remy Ma. I won't say that she's definitely in the top 10 for me.
Yeah, she's top 7.
Remy's in the top 10. Yeah, she might be in the top 7.
She's top 7 because I mean, what you would call it? Because at the same time, because like she
absolutely,
it's like because with Niki, because what I feel with Niki when she jumps on, I'm saying when she jumps on Verzuz with like some dudes who could really spit, I think she goes out her way to try to prove a point that she can hang with them. And as to Remy Ma, she just raps. That I'm saying that's her. She's not trying to go out her way. Like for instance, like when
that's what you're supposed to do. Whenever I got on the song with anybody, whenever I rapped, my goal was to have the best verse in the song.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, my dad told me that.
Right. But what I'm saying also is that you can tell when a nigga is trying too hard when they overdo it to the point you be like, nah, I didn't really hit right. Because like for instance, when you hear Lean Back, Remy Ma probably had the best verse on Lean Back, or probably had the most memorable verse in Lean Back. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, and it's just like, there wasn't, you could tell she didn't try. It was just her being her. But with Niki, it's just like, I don't know, like you like, all right, you're really trying, Lou. Like for instance,
she's not trying. That's just who she is.
The new joint,
just
the new joint,
overdoing it.
That's a new joint.
When I'm going to tell you the truth, when Niki first came out, I was like, is she doing too much? But then as a formal do too mucher, you know, I do too much too. I understood that that's just who the fuck she is. Like now, it's not a gimmick. It's who she's always been. She's always been a barb. She's always been extra, even with her raps. If she goes
weird, she's always been doing.
Yeah, she always bent the bar to do that, to try something different. And I think again, her overtaken was because there was no competition. The people that were competitive, like Remy Ma, she kind of fell off when she went to jail and got up into some shit. The people that could have actually competed against her success weren't really there. And then that's when the diluted people started to come in because they realized Niki could, like how DeMario said, is she just pretty or could she rap? Like, so then people realized, oh, I can just be pretty and get away with rapping too. And that's when it became diluted after Niki, because Niki was pretty and rapping. Most of the real lyricists people will look at, even the underground ones were gritty, were a little bit more hardcore. Even Remy Ma was hardcore and not the prettiest chick to everyone. She wasn't marketable in their image, on their brand with them. If she was a little bit more sexy, it would have been different. Eve, the same thing, short hair. A lot of people, men don't want bald head women. She weren't sexy. She could be marketable in the market as a, under a recording label as an artist. So they bent the bar with Niki. She's sexy, looks good, pretty, and can rap.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about,
and she's not
when
singing.
I say diluted though, no, when I say diluted, I'm not talking about for women. I'm talking about the rap game, period. When motherfuckers started, that's when motherfuckers stopped giving That's when motherfuckers stopped giving a fuck about. That's when motherfuckers stopped giving a fuck about. I'm saying like lyricism when Niki came in. So she had an easier time. I'm saying to get in and be like, oh shit, that's dope. Because you're not hearing
No.
dope lyrics from people anymore. I'm not talking about women, period, but the simple fact that she's the only woman doing it on that level at the time, and at the same time, the rap game is taking a decline. I'm saying when it comes to lyricism, it's easy to hear her, and it's easy to say, yes, she's definitely dope. I'm not talking about
when do
women.
you think Nicki came out and lyrics became bad? Because when Nicki was out, Wayne was still out. Like Wayne's lyrics ain't never been diluted. Like when did Nicki's lyrics become?
She came out, what, 2010? 2010?
Earlier.
About that?
Earlier
when?
She dropped one record. Hold on.
Like maybe 07, I'd say.
Yeah. Like way earlier.
Because I heard about her shortly after I heard about Drake.
Yeah, Drake came out 09.
No, but I'm saying, but we heard about Drake. We heard about Drake like 05, 06. And I heard about...
No, he didn't.
Yes.
I don't
Drake
remember
was under Grassy.
Yes.
Yeah, but he wasn't rapping like that.
What year he's open improv?
Huh?
What year did Sneaker Junkies first open?
They're
about on Way Bassett. Me and
06? 06, 07?
The old store on Way Bassett. Me and Mahed Najeh were talking about Drake when they were on Way Bassett.
Yeah.
And that was like 06.
Yeah, 06, 07. Yeah. I remember 06, 07 around that. That's when they opened up.
So Drake was doing his underground thing around that time. And I heard about Nicki maybe 07, maybe 08.
Earlier than that. 2000, listen. And it was the highest, when she dropped Super Bass, it was peaking number 3. It was the highest charting female rap song in 2002. See her. I'm like,
it wasn't no 2002. It wasn't no 2002.
2002.
No way.
2002.
No way.
No. Hell no, wasn't no 2002.
I'm reading it.
Maybe
That
2012.
song did not come out in 2002.
Definitely not. When I was 22 years old in 02, hell no. That's probably 2012.
That's a typo.
Yeah, that's a big time typo.
Sorry. Let me go back.
Yeah.
She's been out since 2000. Shut up. You didn't even know. She dated Safari from 2000 to 2014. She's been out since 2004. Sorry. She's been out. Nicki been out since 2004.
Yeah,
but she was in a group. Yeah, she was in a group, but people didn't recognize that group though.
But what's been out though? Like, what do you mean?
She dropped a mixtape called Playtime. You guys are not a fan of her, so you follow different people's mixtapes. She dropped a mixtape called Playtime Is Over in 07, Sucker Free 08, Beam Me Up Scotty. Excuse me, Beam Me Up Scotty. That's what she's been active since 04. She dropped mixtapes in 07. That's 3 years. Like,
and what I'm telling you is that's when we heard of her in like 06, 07.
Because that's when she went down. Yeah, because that's when she went down south. That's when she went down south and got with Deb. And Deb got a hot.
So in 06 and 07, that's when rap became whack. Because I felt like rap became whack. And like
it started
after 2000, maybe 15, 2010.
No, that's a snap era. That's a snap era.
I don't believe
snap era came down and everything.
I don't believe there's a time where rap got whack. I believe it comes
or diluted.
I believe it comes in
snap era. After 07, snap era.
I believe it's waves.
That's a known fact.
High points, you know what I'm saying?
That's a known fact. When the snap era, that's when around 07
era was happening the same time that Wayne was kind of single-handedly saving lyricism.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, because Wayne was still.
But when he was doing the drought and all that, he was literally bringing back lyricism.
Right, yes, and that was just Wayne. Right, that was just Wayne, but no one else was doing that. But
when he did it, it became a thing. You know what I mean?
No, just for him.
No.
But
because wasn't Jeezy was still out. Jeezy was running rap too.
Jeezy a lyricist?
Yeah,
Jeezy ain't no lyricist. You're proving my point.
I like Jeezy.
You're proving my point.
I like Jeezy.
Yeah,
that's the whole
but hold on,
Atlanta
time out.
takeover. The
like
whole Atlanta takeover.
Because they're from Atlanta doesn't mean that they can't rap.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
Wait,
go ahead.
Put it into like that hardball show. Listen, there's a difference, and I think this is the problem with music. There's a difference between liking something and it being good. If you ask me who's my favorite rapper, I'll say MF Doom. If you ask me who's the best rapper, I'll say Jay-Z. There's a difference between something you like and something that's good. You can love Jeezy, but that doesn't make him an ill rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
So like, I cannot stand Nicki Minaj. I will not listen to a Nicki Minaj song. But lyrically, the girl is nice. Period. She's
Damn,
nice.
Barbs.
Yeah, but I'm saying 06, 07, South took over. and lyricism. I gotta say lyricism took a decline, but it came to the point where motherfuckers just didn't want to hear that shit no more.
I think that's around the time where it started coming back.
Hell no.
I think it started coming back.
Hell no. That's nigga, the snap era came, and all of a sudden everybody from the South started emerging. Started emerging, and the South just basically took over and never looked back. And everything after that point, if it wasn't from Atlanta or didn't have that type of sound, you were getting nowhere.
I disagree, homeboy.
Hell no.
No.
Just think about everything that came after that.
Dang, he froze again.
Yeah, he did.
But
Everything,
no, I don't think you came back.
Am I?
Yeah, I'm back now.
What was the year SDE came out?
SDE?
Yes.
Cameron?
Yes.
That was 99.
So remember when he said, New York, let's start writing,
Yeah.
stop biting,
Mhm.
when the fuck we start bouncing?
Right.
The Southern shit started taking over then. And in my opinion, the Southern shit ruled, and the Southern shit was more about dancing and shit at that time.
No,
It wasn't about lyricism.
No,
right?
he was talking about the style, the double time shit. That's
Yep.
when that double time shit came
And that's
out.
when that was the South shit.
But niggas was still, but lyricism was still there with the double time shit.
I'm
though.
getting there.
Go ahead.
That's when lyricism started to decline. And I think that the whole first half of the 2000s till about maybe 06, 07, then it started coming back. And it started coming back with people like Wayne doing what he was doing.
No, because the reason why, because Biggie jumped on is Bone and Biggie shit and everything.
Biggie
and everybody
was dead in 2000.
Right, but his album came out though. I'm saying, but his album came out what in 90?
99.
99.
Yeah, 99. And we jumped on the Bone and Biggie shit and everything. Everybody heard that shit and they was just like, yo, let's do that. Because Crucial Conflict came out.
Yep.
That whole double time shit. You had you had the whole Chicago wave came out because Twister came out and everything. So we had the whole double time shit, but lyricism didn't take a decline. It was just the style that they was doing it in.
That style led to the decline of it.
No,
that was the precursor to it.
No.
That was like the precursor to it.
I can't say that. I'm gonna say it took a decline in about 06, 07 when that Atlanta sound hit and everything was Atlanta. Everything was Atlanta because at that time, and even gang culture rose up around that time. And I remember everybody like in New York. I remember True Life had a song. He had a song. He was calling he was saying Houston. He was calling it Houston, New York. He was calling it Atlanta, Bronx and shit like that. Cause motherfuckers had Jerry curls up north and shit. And he was like, yo, what the fuck is this going on? What the fuck is going on? You got New York niggas sounding like they from the down south. That was like 06, 07 when True Life had that little run. And he made a big stink about that. And he was blaming Dipset for that. Because Dipset basically he was saying Dipset ushered that shit in to New York. And then once that came and they opened the faucets to that, the South took over and they never looked back. So that's what I'm saying. So that's when that happened, like around 06, 07. But as far as like the early 2000s, 99, hell no. You got Def Jam 2000. Def Jam was killing. They was killing. You had DMX, you had freaking Jay, that Rockefeller run, that Rough Rider run, that Murder Inc. run. Hell no. New York was still killing. And then when Cameron signed to Rockefeller, hell no.
I just think just because the music, excuse me, I just think just because the music transitioned to the South, that didn't mean that the lyrics declined, because I feel like there were still good artists in the South.
But
I'm not saying they declined. But
it was a different type of
caring
music.
About,
and the type of music
about lyrics.
The type of the South was not known for being lyrical. That's just simple.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so the presentation and flair and style, and less about just boom, boom, boom lyrics. You know what I mean?
And the beat,
so
and the beat too, and the beat and the melody. You couldn't jumble like three. It was like three words and put together and make it. Make it sound dope on a down south trap beat. You couldn't do that.
Mhm.
You had a handful of South dudes that could really get busy when it came to the bars. You had T.I., you had Andre 3000, you know, a few other handfuls. But other than that,
So
outside
you
of that,
think Ti is better than
I
Jeezy?
didn't say T.I. was better. Lyrically, yes.
Yeah.
Lyrically, hell the
Okay.
fuck yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. Lyrically. But
Okay.
don't get me wrong, I love Jeezy. I love Jeezy. He ain't a lyricist, but I fuck with him.
I don't
Okay.
fuck with Snow.
I fuck with him.
Okay.
Snowman.
Okay.
Yeah, I fuck with him.
So how
But
do you feel about Future?
I like Future. I'm not gonna lie. I like Future.
So is Future considered a lyricist?
He's not. But
Okay.
I've heard some joints where he can get busy lyrically, but to the point where he's not making no money on that. If it don't make money, he's not gonna do it. But I've heard him get busy lyrically. But
Okay.
and plus at the same
So
time,
I say that because
he's third generation Dungeon family. So yeah, you have to get busy if you third generation Dungeon family.
Who is?
Future.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, nigga, you didn't know that? He came up on the fucking Dungeon family in them. Nigga, Andre 3000 talks about it. Oh, nigga, you didn't know? He's third generation Dungeon family. And to be a part of that,
ask you.
yeah. Go ahead.
I ask you that because you said that, you know, music took a decline when it went to the South, but I feel like there were artists that were still good. And Future would be another artist.
Lyricism took a decline because it wasn't selling. Not saying that down south artists can't get busy. Let me be clear about that. Not saying down south artists can't get busy lyrically. I said lyricism took a backseat, took a decline because that shit wasn't selling, and motherfuckers didn't want to hear that.
Yeah, okay.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying the South can't get busy.
And if you are a person that lyricism isn't a big thing for you, then yeah, that's you.
Then
that's for you.
You fucked with it.
I'm the type of person that, to me, is 99% about lyrics. 99%.
It's about lyrics. You can't just
75%. I'm 75%. I'm 75%.
That's why I used to fuck with Eminem, and people thought I was crazy.
Early Eminem.
Yeah.
Early Eminem. Make sure.
I'm like, be specific. Yeah, be specific on that one.
Outside is Eminem. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Mamakusa Eminem.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
So then how do you guys feel about regional music, like West Coast rap and like YG, Nipsey? Like, how you guys feel about that type?
YG could get busy lyrically, but that shit don't sell for him. So when he talks about that other shit, he can do that. You know what I'm saying? Nipsey could get busy lyrically. Nipsey could get busy lyrically.
I don't think I've ever heard a Nipsey Hustle song.
Yo,
damn.
listen.
Listen
to his last album. I'm saying, what was it called? The
Marathon.
The Marathon album's dope. And he did it
I don't
before
think
he
I've
died.
ever heard it.
It's dope.
Crazy.
I've
He
always
get busy lyrically.
I've always been lyrics first. Like and when it comes to like West Coast shit, I fuck with like
Razzcast.
Like Earl Sweatshirt. Fucking
Razzcast.
Razzcast. Fucking I've even started to get what's the nigga that fucks with I can't think of his name now. I can't think of none of their names. I can't think of none of their names.
TDE?
Who's that?
TDE.
Nigga, Kendrick's Camp.
Yeah, but what's the nigga's name?
All them niggas get busy lyrically.
Something.
Who? Oh, Schoolboy Q?
Yeah. So with him. Absol.
Yeah, Absol. Absol's dope. J-Rock's probably my favorite. J-Rock's probably my favorite out of that whole camp.
J-Rock's all right, but yeah.
Hell no, all right. Think you're crazy. His last
album, like nobody better than him.
Yo, J-Rock.
That's not true, because nobody's better than me.
Yeah. Keep that energy, sir. Keep that
That's
energy.
What I'm talking
Keep that
about.
energy.
Nobody's better than me.
Keep that energy. You'll fuck any of these niggas up?
There's Jay-Z, Pharoah Monch, Jizza. I think those are the three rappers that are better than me.
Black Thought.
No.
You don't think Black Thought is better than you?
Black Thought is nice, but I can do what he does.
So why you ain't doing it?
Maybe not as consistently as he does it, because he does it all the time.
That's
But
D
like, I
lazy.
listen to his verses, and I'm like, I could have wrote that.
That's real. That's real, Kylie. D could be anywhere he want to be, but since he's lazy, he doesn't want to do it.
And I tell him that all the time. Even when we used to rap, I used to
He's
be like,
super
"Damn,
talented.
I used to be like, damn, I gotta go behind that. Nigga, that's why it took me so long to write something. I'm like, oof. Pressure. Too much pressure.
Turn it on, D.
But I could do it.
You want
I got
to
in
feature in my
line.
commercial?
Got in line.
Write me some bars.
Yeah, so back to Black Thought.
Why don't you just be a ghostwriter?
I really think that Black Thought is, I don't understand how someone can come up with as many rhymes as he does that are as consistently as amazing as he is. I don't think I could do that. I know.
And that was my biggest fear. Like I couldn't write every single day and not compromise.
The dude be going on like half an hour raps on anybody's radio show, on anybody's TV show. And it's like, Jesus, man, like what else do you do with your life?
And the scary thing is you never hear them again.
Yeah.
Like you know when niggas freestyle, have a member freestyle, then a couple months later you hear it on a song, you're like, okay, I remember that joint. Black Thought, you don't hear that.
Yeah.
Don't hear that. It's like a one, I'm saying it's like a 1-to-1. That's it. And that's amazing shit. That's amazing.
I just cut my knuckle on his damn computer.
What?
I got a computer screen protector and it's chipped, and I just cut my knuckle on it.
Let's move on. Let me get you one more topic before you go. What do you think about Tiffany Hadish playing Flo Jo?
I love it. Dynamite.
You said what? You said?
I think it's dynamite.
You think it's dynamite?
Yeah.
You don't think that I love Tiffany Hadish, but
I don't like where this is going.
No, I just think that she's the black popular actress that we know. So she's gonna do that.
And she happens to kind of look like Flo Jo.
I mean, it fits.
It fits.
I think I'm here for it. I was excited.
Like this. I want to see how serious she takes the role. If she slims down, I'm not upset at all.
I'm saying, if you're upset with the whole one black person at a time thing, don't get mad at the black person.
I'm not mad at the black person.
That's real shit.
I'm not mad at the black person at all. No,
happens though.
Yeah, that's what black folks do. Black folks
gets mad.
Kevin Hart's only popular because it could only be one black. So let that nigga be the nigga. Get mad at the system.
Like for instance,
he's bringing his niggas with him. It's not like he just leaves them. He brought his niggas with him.
No, but you know how but you know how Hollywood does it, like to the point. Okay, This is the popular one, so they're playing every biopic. They're playing every influential,
just like they tried to do with Chadwick Boseman.
I'm saying we're doing Chadwick Boseman to the point we're gonna play James Brown. You're gonna play Jackie Robinson. You're gonna be Thurgood Marshall. And it's just like, all right, cool, but nigga, there ain't no one else.
That shit didn't work with Chadwick Boseman because Chadwick Boseman is not as diversified as people give him credit for. I watched that James Brown movie and it was comedy.
No, you know what it was? Shout out, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Chadwick Boseman. No, it was good. But what it was is that he didn't embody James Brown. He didn't embody James Brown. No, basically what it looked like, he just played a good impression. He did a good impression of James Brown, but he didn't embody James Brown. Like a motherfucker
I think Wolf James would have been better. The dude who played Bobby, the one who played Bobby Brown in the Edition movie. He probably would have been a better James Brown.
So he gonna play Bobby Brown, James Brown, Chris Brown.
He ain't light enough for Chris Brown, boo. But he got the other Browns.
Yeah. Like he didn't embody it
character.
But he didn't embody it like the way Jamie Foxx embodied Ray Charles. Like at the end of the day, sometimes you look at Ray Charles, you be like, yo, he don't look like that. Because you think he looks like, you think, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't look like Jamie Foxx. That's
Right.
how well Jamie Foxx did that character. Or even Will Smith doing Muhammad Ali. He embodied that character to the point you're like, Muhammad Ali don't look like that. That's supposed to be
but then even Muhammad Ali, nigga, Jamie Foxx stole that movie. Ain't nobody better.
Ain't nobody better.
Ain't nobody.
Ain't nobody better.
Stole
He's
that
like, yeah, he killed that.
Stole
He
it
killed
from.
that. He
You know,
definitely
Will
killed
Smith
that.
was like, damn, I finally get something. I'm about to rock this motherfucker. And then they put this nigga next to it.
Nah, but he still killed. He still killed it though.
Yeah, he
but
did.
But I still love the James Brown movie. But I just wish, like, even watching it, I was just like, all right, he didn't embody it, but he still did a good job.
I love Chadwick Boseman, bro.
Love
but like I watch other movies with him, and I'm like, yo, this dude is a decent actor at best. He's not amazing.
I want to say decent.
He's not amazing.
I want to say he's above average. He's definitely above average.
I'll give him above average, but he's not amazing. He was an amazing person. I don't think he was an amazing actor.
He's definitely above average. Because now I don't even want to continue this because I don't even want to continue the Chadwick Boseman critique because it sounds like hate, and plus my man's not here. So all I can say is shout out to Chadwick Boseman, everything like that, because I'm not gonna
R.I.P.
Not gonna do that. But yeah.
So conspiracy, is Ray Charles really blind?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, Tupac is, and he's alive.
No, seriously, my sister said that my sister's one of these conspiracy theorists like yourself, and she said that there's some video that he's like singing and the mic goes to drop and he catches it. Like how it was like, is he still blind? And then they say he got in an elevator with Jay-Z and he was like, what's up, Jay? Like he knew it was Jay-Z. Like, but listen, I don't know. This is just what I heard. When one of your major senses are taken away, all your other senses heighten. Mm-hmm.
So I'm not saying he got superpowers or anything like that, but certain sense, hearing people talk, like you can hear certain things better. Like you can just operate at a higher frequency than a normal person, especially when you don't have all your senses.
Yeah. Like
it's funny when you say that because I remember I forgot which comedy special it was with Jamie Foxx when he was impersonating Stevie Wonder. Mm-hmm. And he was on a piano and someone said, "Hey," started screaming, and he had the glasses and he stopped and he looked real quick, and it was so funny because he was like, he was making fun of basically like, yo, Stevie ain't really blind because he could do all that shit. But he was over there playing, it was a girl singing, he stopped, he looked, and he put his glasses down real quick, and came back. It was hilarious the way he did it. But
so Ray Charles met Jay-Z and was like, "Hey, what's up, Jay?"
Yeah. Listen, this is what she said. I think I was like, I'm gonna ask Kylie. He be knowing all this stuff. He's a conspiracy theorist too.
I
believe it was Ray Charles. Maybe it was Stevie Wonder.
It could have been Stevie Wonder. It was probably Stevie Wonder. One of them.
Maybe it was Stevie. Now that you said the Stevie story, I'm like, was it Stevie? She said
it's probably Stevie Wonder. But no, his sight. You know what I'm saying? Did you
ever see get your vision back?
No, but did you ever see his?
Maybe it's your.
But he was born blind. But he was born blind, I believe. He was born blind.
Yeah.
And did you ever see him with his glasses off?
No. Yeah, I have.
Straight.
Weird.
Yeah, it's all white. Yeah. Everything. Yeah. So
that shit was scary. I was like,
huh?
Stevie
Wonder. What?
Say it again. Stevie Wonder was born blind. Stevie Wonder.
Oh, I thought you said Ray Charles was.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, Stevie Wonder was born blind. But it's like, if it was a conspiracy theory, some people, a person would catch you break character. You can't be blind for 50 years. You can't be blind. That's one hell of a charade to put up. That's one hell of an acting
he's
job.
happy in his privacy. Like they give him his space.
Something like, or if someone found out that Stevie wasn't blind, they're no longer living. I'm gonna tell you that shit.
Maybe
they're no longer living, or they got paid off.
Maybe they work with him. Maybe it's a gig for both of them. Like we both gonna get paid. Let's do this together.
Maybe
you gonna act blind. I'm gonna act like I know you blind. Like I know you ain't blind. We gonna figure it out. maybe Sam Cooke got killed because he found out Stevie Wonder wasn't blind, and they took him out of. He was finished. Yeah. See?
I don't know. Nah, let me stop that. Sam Cooke's one of my favorites. Shout out to Sam
All
Cooke.
right, so Demario, you're going to graduation, right? Graduation cookout.
Yeah.
Shout out to the class of 2021. Shout out
sir.
to the class of 2020. Before you go, I just got to say, let's not be bitter. I seen some bitter posts about people not getting to celebrate last year and people celebrating this year. Let's just move forward, spread positivity. Congratulations to the graduates from last year. It was a tough year for everybody. People lost jobs and homes and careers and lives, and people lost family members due to the pandemic. And I understand you didn't get to see your child walk across the stage, but let's stay positive for those that are walking across the stage. So
And if you don't like it,
2020, 2021.
and if you don't like it, if you was class of 2020 and you didn't like the fact that class of 21 got their graduation, settle that shit in a race.
Yeah.
That's how we used to do it back in the day. That's how we used to do it back in the day. Everything was settled in a race. I'm like, oh, you're not better than me. Yes, I am. You can't even beat me in a race. Let's race right now.
Let's go.
So I remember, right? Remember the shiny shoes with the metal on it back in the day?
Yeah.
Like in the 90s, like the hammer shoes, like Big Daddy Kane dance routine shoes. So I remember I wore some of those, right? Probably like 4th grade. And I remember at the time, my man Stephen Lewis, shout out to Stephen Lewis. He was one of the fastest kids in Plumlee. And I was always right there. Had the shoes on, felt like I was walking on air. Went to the bus stop. I was like, yo, Stephen, I could beat you in a race. He was like, no, you can't. I was like, let's race right now. So before the bus came, we went to like damn near the top of your street. And I forgot, I think James Collins was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? He's referee, whatever. He was like, go. And I beat Stephen. Shout out to them. I'm saying, shout out to shiny shoes with metal on them.
Shiny shoes with the metal.
Son, niggas call me Hermes. Mercury. That's what I felt like. Nigga, I had feathers. I had feathers. I had wings on my feet. Fast.
All right.
Father's Day is for fathers.
Yes, it is. Shout out to fathers doing their thing. Oh, speaking of graduates, shout out to
your son graduated.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Shout out to my son. I'm saying.
Like your son graduated.
What's 8th grade? What's 8th grade? Well, let's actually get
accomplished.
No, let's actually get
let's accomplish that.
No,
it's accomplishment.
No, let's actually talk about this. You heard it,
it's
right?
an accomplishment. Yeah, you're supposed to shout out. Your son graduated.
Nobody cares about graduating 6th grade. Nobody cares about graduating 8th grade. It only counts when you graduate high school. It doesn't,
because high school doesn't matter. You're supposed to just keep moving.
No.
Some people don't need to graduate high school and they could still become very successful in their life.
They can.
They're learning,
unicorns.
they're achieving, they're moving.
Unicorns.
Stop, don't say that. Don't say
unicorns.
And you might have 3 unicorns there. You got 3 over there. Let your unicorns grow.
Maybe. My kids are going to graduate high school.
I know that. That's right.
I'm going to say that. But what I'm saying is that, but it's like, no one really cares about that. Like, for instance, right? When you turn 18, it's an accomplishment, cool. But no one cares when you turn 19. No one cares when you turn 20. Everybody cares about 21.
Yeah.
And it's just like, when you graduate 8th grade, it's like, all right, cool. Nigga, you going to high school. I'm saying, like, I'm saying, now you back to the bottom. Yes, you was at the top of the class in 8th grade. Now you back to the bottom. No one cares. Freshman. All right, get it over it. Talk to me when you get to the 12th grade. Like, no one cares about graduating 8th grade. No one cares about graduating 6th grade. No one cares about I didn't even go to my 8th. I need to go to my 8th grade graduation.
You know what? I will say, the conference that I was at last weekend, there was a 15-year-old who didn't go to his graduation. He sacrificed not going to his graduation so he can be there at the conference to get some of the knowledge and get in the right room with the right people to grow his business. He wants to be an entrepreneur. He started a t-shirt line. So, everybody clapped it up. So I will agree, like, there are some things you have to sacrifice and miss. You ain't go to your 8th grade graduation. But I think it's just I think it's the level of, they're completing something, they moved forward, and they're achieving something else in life. They have something to look forward to move, up in their lives. They're growing. It's like when they become a baby. When they're 1, everyone's like spoiling them. And then when they're 2, they're like, whoa, they're terrible. Then when they're 3, they're like, all right, they got it together. Then by 5, they're spoiled again. Like, then they get big birthdays. Like, you grow as you get older. You always celebrate your children getting there. Because some people don't make it to 8th grade, and some people are not successful. I know someone who was like, when I was in 8th grade, they were like 17. I'm like, why are you in 8th grade? Like, I remember, and I think he dropped out and never came back. Yeah, but he dropped out and never made it. So you're talking about, man, it's 8th grade. Like, you made it through 8th grade. Now what's the next one? I have no
Living
idea where he
up.
is. I hope
See?
he's alive somewhere.
I hope so
don't
too.
know.
I hope so too. I hope there's some
But
extreme
I remember him
circumstances.
vividly because he was big as fuck, and I was like,
Oh, we
little
remember
at
all those. Oh, we remember all
What?
those. Remember all the mid-teens in 8th grade and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, nigga, I can't compete with you. You 15, 16. I'm saying you saying, yeah, of course the 13-year-old
Don't try
chick
to play
likes you. What
ball.
the hell? It's like, yeah. I'm just like, come on now. I'm like, yo, don't
You
try to
still
play
in the
in 8th
basketball
grade team.
team. You get all the
Yeah.
girls. Like, of
I'm
course,
like, yeah, of course you're the best in
years.
intramurals. You got freaking damn near pre-adult strength. Of course, I'm only 12. What the hell?
You
know
got
what I'm
4
saying? It's
years
like,
of
yeah.
experience of a 2-year school. Of
Yeah,
course,
but
it
it's
should
like
be
no one
great.
cares about no one cares about 8th grade. It's like, yo, yeah, you graduated, great. You know what I'm saying? Here's $20. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I'm saying here's a pair of sneakers. And yeah, nigga. Now it's saying now it's time. I'm saying,
Clean
now
your
it's time
room.
for
Do
where
those
shit
dishes.
starts. Now it's time where shit starts. Now this is where
Yeah, but
this
you
is
get
where
to teach
shit
him
is.
responsibility. He's growing up into
Yeah.
a man. He's becoming that young. He has to get there. There's steps he has to take to get there. And
No.
some kids don't get there all the way. So you should just be proud that he's there. He's with you. Now it's a whole different adulthood you're going to show him. Or, it's not adulthood, but, set of responsibilities or whatever you want to do with him. You get to grow.
I mean, people don't care.
You planting your seeds. You got your seeds.
Yeah, I didn't go to my 8th grade graduation. I was supposed to wear. I remember I had a suit and everything. I remember my dad went. I was supposed to meet him there. He came back pissed. He said, "Why didn't you go?" And I was like, "Yo, I didn't have a ride. It was too hot, and I didn't feel like walking in the suit." So, and he was pissed. He was pissed. I was like, "It's 8th grade graduation, huh?" I remember D called me up, was like, "Yo, where was you at? Where was you at?" Yo, your dad was pissed. He came to me. He was like, "Yo, where's Kylie?" He was like, "Oh, I didn't talk to him."
So your dad went and you didn't go?
Yep, I was in the room. I was in the room playing Sega, playing NBA Jam.
Where was your mom? Nobody here? You didn't need to go?
My mom went too. No one knew where I was at. Cause what it was is that yeah.
So you skipped your 8th grade graduation with your whole family, cards, balloons, your ass at home.
How did
they leave you at home? How did they not? How was you supposed to get there? I'm confused with that part too.
So that day 8th graders didn't have to go to school. 8th graders didn't have to go to school. And my mom, at the time, I was living with my dad at the time. So my mom was like, "I'll meet you there." And my dad, I think he was at work and he was leaving work to go to the graduation. Yeah, he had like this, and my dad was like, he was like an underground photographer, had an ill camera hookup and this version of this long shit. And so he had that set up, called me, said, "Kylie Norte." Yeah. No, to be found. He was like, "What the hell?" Came home. I'm chilling. Big orange soda sandwich, playing freaking probably NBA Jam or Mortal Kombat at the time. He's like, "What? Why did you go?" And I was like, "Oh, I didn't have a ride. It was too hot. Try to call you, try to call mom, but and this time no cell phones.
No cell phones.
No cell phones. Only pagers. And I'm like, "Yeah, I paged you." He was pissed. And I was just like, yeah. But at the same time, he was only pissed for that split second. And then he moved on. That's it. Because you know why? Nobody cares about it. Graduation. No. That's like, he's like, "Yo, all right."
Nah, I don't know. My mom probably would have beat my ass. They probably would have been mad. They were like, "How did you not show up? Like, how are you not here?" No, I'm gonna show up. It's my moment. This is my moment.
Yeah, no one cares about that. But shout out, I'm saying, I forgot the girl's name. Escapes me, but there was a black girl. She graduated. She went to school out in Fitchburg, Mass, and she received a whole bunch of money in scholarships, and she ended up getting a full scholarship, I think, to Harvard, one of these big time Ivy League schools. What she did, she donated 40,000 of her scholarship money to those that didn't have it. And she, I guess it was a couple people that was going to community college and everything like that. So she donated over $40,000 of that and gave it to those kids that was going to that. And I was like, "Yo, shout out to her." Oh, she was in
Fitchburg. Okay.
Yeah, Fitchburg, black girl.
I think I seen that. That's what's up.
Yeah, it was on the news. This should have got big. I'm saying way more bigger coverage, but yeah, shout out to her because that was something. That was something dope. And I was like, "Yo, that's dope. I wish someone did that for me."
Yeah,
because it probably would have pushed me and motivated me more to be like, "Okay, cool. I got these coins and everything like that." But yeah,
when you have the resources, you don't understand. Yeah, the resources really matter. And sometimes you don't have the resources, but you got to figure out how you get around the room to get the resources.
And that's the thing too, because with me, I remember I had a partial scholarship to Dean College. I'm saying for basketball, because I was a late recruitment, and right then at that time, my mom got injured from work, and so she lost her job. And then at the same time, since I was a late recruit, my financial aid, it wasn't whatchamacallit, it wasn't it wouldn't have gone through. So I had to pay damn near at the time what, $10,000 for like the first year, which we didn't have. And so that shit deterred me, and it was just like, all right, whatever. I'll go to Quissig, and but if I was in a better environment, it would have been a different story.
And I think that's what a lot of people don't get. It's the resources that hold so many people back. But then if you don't have the resources, how you get around them? And there are some people that's going to work hard to figure out how the fuck do I get around it. And there's other people that just like, well, I didn't have the resources. But if you really think about what you can sacrifice, what you give up, not even like, when you're in your young adulthood, obviously not then, but like now in people's lives, like thinking of that now, like, okay, what can I sacrifice and give up to make sure I can get to whatever I need? Like those things.
It was hard because basketball was everything to me at that time.
There was no way.
But I'm saying, internet was barely, internet was barely, what I'm saying was new. And, but at the same time, basketball was everything to me. And I know the only way I was able to go to college was through basketball. As far as like, to college that I wanted to. Because financial aid, we probably wouldn't get it, but coming out of our pocket at that time, it would have been a struggle. It definitely would have been a struggle at that time. And so, I was like, all right, cool, partial scholarship. And it was like, yo, but that's not going to come into effect until this. So until then, you have to pay out of pocket. And so I was like, damn, I'm not going to be able to go. And but that was probably a turning point in my life at that time too. Because then I was like, yo, fuck it, let's work. And then after, you're working, making money and into other things, you're like, oh, this shit ain't bad. And at the time, just living in the moment. So
you broke up.
Oh, you hear me?
No, I can't. Yeah, I came back. I just jumped real quick. It skipped. I was like, wait, am I still there? I jumped.
Yeah, because at that time, you're just living in the moment, and it's just like and it's basically like you're saying you're 18, you're living your own life, and as long as you're not staying, especially at that time, as long as you ain't dead on drugs or in jail.
What do you mean at that time? That's still this time. Like what you mean?
You know what I'm saying?
Especially as long as you're not dead in jail on drugs. Like it's no matter what.
Especially at that time in an environment, it's just like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying?
That's always a situation you don't want to end up in. Don't end up in that situation.
So it was definitely hard. But shout out to that. I'm saying to that young
the graduate,
yes,
I believe our queen.
Definitely.
A blessing, trying to bless other people. That's beautiful. I like that.
Definitely.
No.
So a question for you, Miss Kishana.
Yes, sir.
Do women? It was funny because people were talking about this at work, and it was funny. I was like, "Oh, it's a great topic. This will be a good topic for the podcast." So, do women get offended if men say they don't want to be in a relationship, but they just want casual sex? Do women get offended by that?
It depends on the woman.
So it's like you know what I'm saying. You
depends
guys
on the person, I guess.
Because like it was funny because they was talking about that at work, and I remember a few of them was offended because dude at work was like, at the time I don't want to be in a relationship, but we can have casual sex, and it was like, oh, like who the hell are you? Who the hell are you not to want to invest in somebody and not want to be with somebody, but all you want to do is have sex? Who are you? And I was like, that's a valid point,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean by like, it depends on the woman. And it also depends on where like that, like has this been someone that they dealt with and now that's all they want? Or is this just a random person who's telling you like, hey, I'm not looking for a relationship. I'm just, looking for some casual sex.
Because it comes to the point, because where it led to, because this is where it basically started. Because it basically started where they were talking about men lie to get what they want.
Yeah.
And then basically we're basically saying, well, if men were up front first, it would never happen. but at the same time, you don't have to lie. But if you're always, but she was like, all right, so men need to be honest. And then he was like, but if we were honest, I'm saying from jump, it wouldn't happen. You guys would be offended. You guys would look at it. He's saying you guys look at us in a certain way and everything. And that's what I'm saying, and that's where that would go. So that's why he was saying that if I came to a woman like, yo, I don't want to be in a relationship, I just want to have sex. And she was like, oh, well, who are you to do that? This and that. He was like, see, that's what I'm talking about. That's why we can't be upfront, and that's why we can't say what we want when it comes to certain things. But
okay, so
you kind of get what I'm saying, though?
Yeah. So I understand where you're going with that, and I think my answer is perfect. It depends on the woman. Like, so it depends on where that person is. I think that the problem is more people are not upfront. So they paint that picture and then it becomes a problem. And that's why it's like, who the hell are you to think that? But if more of the world was like, hey, I'm only looking for sex, at that time, you can make a decision. Okay, well, I'm looking for a relationship and he's only looking for sex. So I'm not going to get involved with this person, versus him painting the story that he wants a relationship to get the sex to then later on cut me off. So I think it depends on the woman who can receive that. I think that not as many women can receive a man telling them that because they've been painted a picture so many times. So they would low key much rather get painted that picture to give them some sex, to give up some pussy, and then to have that discussion on the end, like, okay, why didn't you do it from the beginning? Or men lie. But that's pretty much why men lie, because it's a little harder to find someone who's like, okay, understanding. And that's why I said it depends on the woman, because I know a lot of women, depending on where they're at, they might be just ready for some sex too. And if, hey, so we're going to kick it and be cool and we're only fucking, but we're not in a relationship, that's fine, because I'm not looking for a relationship. But there are women actually looking for it. So I think it just depends on the woman that you ask. Does that make sense? Did I answer it?
No, that definitely makes sense. It definitely makes sense. But what it also comes down to from that is basically that women, even though you tell them that, I don't want a relationship, I just want this, and they're cool with it, later on the line, they're trying to get in a relationship.
Yeah, that's the other problem. You can't do that. Don't sign up for some shit you ain't ready for. That's the shit. But that's why women, but that's what I'm saying. Women are screaming. It depends on the women. Again, people are saying, oh, be honest. Oh, tell me this. But if a nigga says, yo, I just want to fuck, that person could take offense to it because they're so used to being misleaded and misguided to think that you really want to fuck with me, or to think, oh, well, he's saying he just wants to fuck, but after he gets his pussy, I'm gonna change his mind. No, he said he just wants to fuck. He got that pussy, and
that's the arrogance. And that's the arrogance of women.
So that's the arrogance of men as well, because you tell a man that you don't want a relationship, and you tell a man, listen, as a woman who's been there, tell a man you don't want a relationship. Tell a man you only want sex. You ready for it? It sounds good until you only sex. Trust me. And when you want to go out. Oh man, are we gonna hear this part? when you want to go out and that person doesn't want to make time for you, when you want to, chill or stay over a little longer, and that person tells you, you can't stay, or I got a flight in the morning, so you gotta go. Those things don't go over well when you're in that other shoe. It sounds good unless your life is moving like that, or it just depends on the woman. I'm gonna say that too. Some men can do it. I have seen men just be like, yo, this is only strictly this, and there are men who sometimes get caught up in the vibe that you get from the person. It can only be sex, but you also have a vibe with that person. When you were single for a while, I'm pretty sure you had a couple sex capes that you also had a vibe with, and there were some that was just like in and out. So there's certain levels to them. We can agree on that. I'm a vibe. Listen, so for me, I was like, I can say
no relationship. Yeah. Because at that time I didn't know if I wanted to go back. So that's why, and that I'm saying that was my thing. And I was saying that was my thing. I was like, I don't know if I want to go back. So I was like, so I don't want to commit to something or even try to even get into something. And then all of a sudden now I'm struggling between the two.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And some was cool with it, some wasn't. But
yeah. And that's what I'm saying. It just depends on the woman. And I think that's why more people are saying, just be honest. I think that men need to be honest and women need to be honest. We both jump into shit sometimes way too quick, or we kind of latch on to shit to hold on to a vibe, a feeling. People hold on to horrible relationships just to have someone and not say that they're single or they're lonely, but you have a very horrible thing that's next to you, laying next to your side. So I think if people are more honest with themselves first and then going into it, you can alleviate that. But sometimes your honesty will make you lose some people that's not ready for that. They can take offense. I do think that women take offense. I think that a lot of people may take offense. It's not only women. I think men, for my situation, I've seen men take offense to only wanting that as well, because they may want more from you. and you don't want anymore. But from just this line, I being a woman, and I can say that men have way more offense to it as well. So I think it's just, if you're not used to the honesty, you can't take it. We say, be honest. We say, tell me the truth. We say, let me know if you just want to hit it. But if you're not used to that, and someone telling you, yo, I don't want to be with you, and you know, you're kind of crazy. I tried that. It wouldn't work for me. You like, she's going to take offense to it because ain't nobody ever told her that shit before. Or you tell a man, if you tell a man like, nah, like no matter what, like even though a lot of girls are all over you and they flying over you, for me, I'm not into you like that. I don't really like you. And I think that we're just friends and we can just move this way. They can take offense to that because they're so used to women. Yeah, especially if they have money. They're so used to, oh, I have money, I look good, and women want me, but you don't. Oh, it's a problem.
And plus the struggle comes too. And plus the struggle comes too if it's good.
Exactly.
If it's good,
don't let
and
it be
he's
good.
like, damn.
Yeah, don't let it be good. Don't let it be, especially, if you got some good pussy, no. And then if you got some good dick, absolutely no. The girl's not going to want to just say that. She's going to be thinking, oh, well, at least I still get this dick, and he'll change his mind. Nah, girl.
And let that person say no. Let that person, if it's good, let that person say no. You know what I'm saying? And there might be some hell to pay. Like, what you mean no? And that's where motherfucking signals get crossed.
Yep.
And I'm like, God damn, okay. Yeah.
So I think overall, both people will take offense. I think if they're not used to the honesty, it depends on the person. If they're not used to open communication or honest dialogue like that, they're going to take offense to it. And they're going to either think they can change a person's mind, or they're going to think it's all on them, or, you know, why do you just want to be out here and not commit? Because I'm not ready to commit. And that's a perfect fucking reason why I just want to have casual relations with people, because I'm not in the commitment place right now.
Yeah.
You can't change someone. Respect where they're at. Meet them where they're at. If you're going to meet them where they're at, then agree there. Don't meet them and think you can change them, because then you're just going to be disappointed as well.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree with that. Yeah. No, but that was all I got. All right. Well, it's your man Cobra Karate signing off. And also, if you are listening, if you're checking out the audio version and want to check out the full video, make sure you check us out on YouTube. It's Barely Watching Podcast, no spaces. If you want to check us out on social media, it's Barely Watching Podcast, or it's Barely Watching on all platforms.
I'm your admin.
Out everywhere. Where you listen to any platforms where you listen to podcasts and everything. So Cobra Karate signing off.
Yes, it's your girl K.I. Double. We're out. Bye.
Yes.